Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am in the room that I told you that looks like a store. This is just one small side. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shelves. So 6 more than what you can see here, full of stuff, right? And it's a little bit of an embarrassing situation because of the amount of stuff that I have gathered. It is also kind of like my pride and an investment. So now that things are kind of better at work and I'm trying to like get where I need to be and everything, I'm starting to process things to sell them and to list them and stuff. So today I want to share with you only the things that I listed today on my Facebook marketplace, because that's where I find it easier to sell. With Etsy having some extra fees and stuff like that, it no longer made sense for me. Besides, listing it on Etsy is a little bit more complicated and the shipping is a little bit harder. That being said, if anything that you see here you're interested in buying from me, I can totally work shipment with you, and yeah, just send me a message. Anyways, I'm gonna get started. There's a few servingware and things that are brass, and for some reason Myrtlewood seems to be a theme in here. So I'll start by sharing these two candlestick holders. They're slightly different from each other. I guess that's what you get when you have wood, right? I love this darker one. This one is a little bit lighter and it has a little bit of a blemish in here. The metal, gold metal, I don't think is brass, but it is Myrtlewood. So I paid $2.99 for each one of these. So about $3, $6 in total. I listed them for $28. And these are mid-century style. The research that I did says they're Danish. So that's what those are. I also have this little Myrtlewood. I think Myrtlewood was like a winner today. This Myrtlewood serving dish. This is also metal. This is also vintage. And I definitely gonna polish this. I have some oil that is for wood that will be used for food, that is safe. But I got this one for $2.99 and I listed it for $26. It's in really good shape. And I love the wood, and this is gonna be perfect for fall. You know that you're gonna be putting nuts out there for people to have, right, for the holidays. Then this made in India little urn thing, it's different, and I know it's not in the best shape, and that's exactly why I liked it. I wouldn't like super bright colors in my house, so something that is muted like this, it almost feels like it'll be a texture you would put in wall. And it has this gold edging all over these flowers. It is made in India, and I think I paid a little bit more for this one, maybe like $4.99, but I listed it for $28. In the, it's heavy brass, so I'm thinking this is either a solid brass and then this enamel. I don't know exactly what it is, but it seems to be just older. And kind of washing off. Some of this color is gone, and I think that makes it even more fascinating to me. I also have this is a silver plated piece, and I listed it for $35. I paid $1.99 for this. I know lots of people don't really like silver. I personally don't mind mixing it, and when it has details like this, I just can't. And I normally would clean it up if I wanted. I mean, sometimes I clean it up. Sometimes I think the patina, like this one, it's perfect for Halloween, for like a haunted house. Yeah, I feel like this one is really pretty. So I listed it for $35 just because of all the detail and the uniqueness of this. This is also vintage. And I think it was Smith's silver plated. Something, I did research it, so is listed like that on my Facebook marketplace. Then this made in India box. You find, I mean, normally these are not hard to find, but the reason why I picked this one up, I mean, I'm a sucker for anything that is carved wood anyway. I paid $1.99 for this one, but I think this one is vintage just because of the color of the velvet, and it has brass hardware. The size is perfect, 4x4. I feel like you put bracelet here or a necklace or something. So I'm listing it for $24. And again, I just really like the carved wood. This guy I did some research on, and it seems to be more of a difficult piece to find. So I've used it before. I used it for a Harry Potter party that you guys saw. It opens up. It is this cage that is all solid brass, and I just love the finish on this. It's made in India as well, and I have it listed for $65 just because of the size and the weight of this. And part of that, when I really don't want to sell something, I will find the highest comparable, like, you know, and maybe be close to that. I actually found one that it's 1 inch shorter, and it was listed for $110. So 65 is not a bad deal, and this one is a little bit, is 1 inch taller. Now this is a truly mid-century serving situation here. It's wood again. I listed it for $38. I saw it and bought it for, I think, between $1.99 or $2.99. The cups are not brass, and they're like a light aluminum situation here. And again, this wood looks kind of dull, but I will oil it before sending it out. And I just thought it was really pretty. If I had a mid-century style home, I totally would use this. Honestly, if this don't sell, I will use them for my Thanksgiving setup, because they'll look so nice in one of those, you know, setups with grazing tables and things like that. I love that. Now this guy is also made in India. I did pay $3.99 for this one. This one is made of camel bones. It's heavy, and it has all these details made in brass. So all of the hardware, all of these ornaments, all of the ways where it gathers, and the inside is pretty as well. It's a purple fabric. So this one I listed for $26. I don't think $26 it's the right price. I think should be more, and just because of the bone and all of that, it's just so beautiful. But I know that it is harder to find someone that would be interested in things like this, so I listed it a little bit low. These things make so interesting all your spaces. So what I do is, like, when I don't sell something, I just rotate it through my decor, because things need to be, you know, appreciated. Now this last item, I have one other item that I forgot to pull from there, actually two that I just saw. Is this mid-century also Lazy Susan condiment situation. So it has the space for the mustard, for the relish, for the ketchup, and is it what else? For a sauce, right? And it's really pretty. The Lazy Susan works perfectly. I love how good this is. It is missing the lids, and it's supposed to come with lids and a spoon. But I love this stoneware color, very mid-century, very classic. Now let me pull these two more items that I did listed today and that I did finally process. I have lots of things that I need to work with. I actually just saw a third thing. Okay, so let me pause the video right here. So here is the 3 last items, because I made a goal. I'm gonna be listing 12 items every day, because that's how much I have, how much I'm behind, right? So this one is this cool glass eyeglass, or shades holder. This you put next to your bed, and then when you go home, when you go to sleep or you go to rest, just sit it in there. It looks super cool. I actually already have some of those in my room. That's why I don't need extras, but every time I see them, I just love it. And this wood, just so pretty, so pretty, so mid-century, right? The look of this wood. Then, like I said, Myrtlewood was a thing this haul. This one I listed for $18. I paid $1.99. This one, I had to grab 2 of those $2.99 bags at the thrift store, so that it was like $6, and then redonate things in there because I didn't care for that. But it was this beautiful Myrtlewood perfume bottle, and it is vintage. It is a state line Myrtlewood, and it has I listed it for $22. So my profit is not that high if you think about it, for all the work and time and spending that I do. But it has the perfume in there, so I haven't been able to open it and smell it. I think this is old. So yeah, I think it's more for decoration. But if the person that buys it wants to smell that perfume, that'll be awesome. Like, I don't want to break anything, so I don't want to, force, that thing open. And then the last item would be this guy that I think is great for fall. And if you have blue and white decor in your house, this guy will look good. So I did find similar things listed for way too high. I do not trust all the listings that I do find. So I decided to list it at $28 just because I did pay like $6 for this. I do have blue and white in my decor, so I could potentially put it inside my house if I wanted to, and that's what I want to, that's probably my biggest advice that I can give you. Buy things that you like, so that if they don't sell, at least you can use them and rotate them through your decor. So all of these things that I have here, I would be able to use them because those are just things that I find just very beautiful, very useful. And anyways, so that's it for my haul this week. I will be posting every week, like I said. I'm trying to stay away from the thrift store just because of the spending is getting out of control a little bit, and I'm trying to get prepared for the holidays and all of that. So I will be posting all the things that I have here slowly in videos. If you want to see that, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Yeah, bye.